This video is going to take a look at how we can use the sketch picture feature in Solidworks to do a little bit of a reverse engineering project. I'm going to start out by putting a sketch on the top plane, and then I've put sketch picture on my toolbar here, but if you can't find it, it's a little tricky sometimes. If you just start typing in under commands, you type in sketch picture shows up, and just click on it and that'll activate it for you as well. Now we need to locate an image. A JPEG will do, and I have pictures here of a Razor scooter here. So I'm just going to show you how we can use this image to get us started with reverse engineering this project. So I've measured the distance from the edge of this razor to here, and it's 17 inches 5/16 of an inch. So I'm going to take this little blue arrow and bring it right to the end, and then I'm going to drag this out till it goes to that point that I've measured, and this will give me a rough estimate of scaling this image. So it currently is showing up as 10 inches, a little over 10 inches. I'm going to type in 17 and 5/16. Whoops, 16ths. And what SolidWorks just did is it resized this image so that the distance from there to there is 17 and 5/16. Now I'm going to move the image and get it set up so that my origin lines up with the edge of this. Now this is one of those parts where it is symmetrical. So, oops, let me go back in here for a moment, make sure I've got it in the right place. I want to look normal too. Oops, get it out of there for a moment. Here we go, normal too. Let's go ahead and move that a little bit more, somewhere right in there. So I'm going to draw half of it and then go about mirroring it over to draw the rest of it. So there are a lot of different ways to go about this, and some of the features we'd want to take some more accurate measurements of, but I'm just going to take a rough stab at it to start. Alright, I've drawn a couple of things here. I'm going to start over again. This didn't quite go as I had planned. So I'm going to grab the line tool, start on my origin, and I'm going to make this out as a straight line now. I'm going to come back, probably change that to an arc. Grab my line tool in here. Something like that. Now, I need to get some sort of arc that comes in here, another arc that is here. So I'm going to go to my 3-point arc command, click on this guy, come over here and try to get something that looks close to that, and then I'll do something similar over here and just try to get something that looks close to that. That's probably going to need to get cleaned up a little bit, but that's a decent start. And then over here I think I'm going to just delete that and see if we can get this line to look a little bit better. Alright, and something like that. I have a feeling that arc's going to need to... Alright, so I've got this thing roughed out pretty close. I could then grab a set of calipers and start dialing in these numbers a little bit more accurately. I certainly would want a width. I can measure that and make sure that I've got that, because like I said, I've measured the overall length and got that number, which we should actually put in right now, right? So from here, I got to hold my shift key down to go to this arc. This number should be 17 and 5/16. Oops, I keep doing that. 5/16. Okay, and the width of this thing, I'm going to measure the overall width, come down here, And double check. The overall looks like 3 5/8. So 3. Okay, and then I've got to come up with, now I don't really have a way of measuring, I can certainly measure from here to here and get an accurate number on what that is. Let's see what that measures on my board. It's like 14 1/4. Must have scaled my picture slightly oversized. All right, and then we got to go ahead and put some dimensions in for these things. What's this gap? This gap for the wheel is, call it 1 5/16. And then these things, I'm just going to pick some rounder numbers. And now we would have to locate those arcs in order to get this to be fully defined, which is something we can do. We can even do that based on the origin. And I don't really care what these numbers are because this is oops, I already have that one. I need and here I think this, I'm going to go ahead and make these two tangent, and then I'll locate this guy. Alright, and we just need to locate this one. We could locate it relative to this if we wanted to. And we're good. Alright, so I've got this, half of this drawn. I'm just going to mirror it over, and that'll take care of this basic shape. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my mirror entities, select the items I want to mirror, select my mirror line, and hit OK. Now I just need to measure the thickness of my board, and it looks like it's about 7/8 of an inch. All right, and that's how we can take advantage of a photograph to help us get started with a simple reverse engineering. Now we probably put some fillets in here and clean this shape up a little bit. We also need to hollow it out, and I was going to do a sketch here and create the I-beam structure that exists here, but I'm going to save that for another video.